Hey guys, how's it going? Laura with Garden Answer. In today's video, I want to show you 3 tools that I think are super handy to have out in the garden. We partnered with Fiskars on this video, which means we get to give away 10 sets of each of the tools that I'm going to show you today, which is very exciting. It's very easy to enter. All you have to do is leave a comment down below this video, and you can enter twice. So if you comment both on Facebook and YouTube, your name will be entered into the giveaway twice. We'll be picking half of the winners from Facebook and half from YouTube. So let's just jump right into the first tool, which is this 30-gallon hard shell bottom kangaroo garden bag. This bag is great for collecting all different kinds of yard debris. I use it for stuff like picking up leaves, deadheading roses, grooming plants. In fact, I'd say that this is in my top 3 of all gardening tools because it's something I'm never without. It's always on my garden cart when I'm working around in the yard. We've also used this particular model with this hard shell bottom down at my parents' garden center for years and years because of how durable it is, because you can drag it across rough surfaces like graveled areas without tearing the bottom. And it also has drainage holes, so if you leave it out between gardening chores and it starts to rain or it sits underneath a sprinkler, the water won't pool in the bottom, it'll all drain out. It folds down to about 3.5 inches, which makes it a lot easier to store and pack around. So the bag has an internal spring, so you can push it down from the top and then clasp it together at the bottom with the toggles, and then you can hang it off a pegboard in your garage or slide it underneath a shelf. It's got 2 handles on the top and then actually 1 handle on the bottom, and I find that bottom handle really handy because it makes the bag a lot easier to pick up and then dump. It's made of vinyl coated polyester, which is tear and mildew resistant, and it makes it a lot easier to wipe down. And I know I have mentioned and talked to you guys about this bag before, but it's something I really do think that every gardener should have. Next up are these soft grip micro tip pruning snips, which I actually have several pair of. I like to have these all over the place. I have a few pair in my kitchen, I have some in my garden cart, I actually have a couple pair out in our barn just in case. Now these are not a replacement for your regular pruners. We're not going to be going out and cutting 1/2-inch diameter branches with these, but I find these really handy for smaller gardening chores like deadheading, pruning small topiaries, and my personal favorite, flower arranging. These are small and lightweight, so they're easier to get into tighter spaces where maybe a traditional hand pruner would be a little bit clumsy. And they work on a spring action, so after every cut they spring back open, and the orange lock right here can be open and closed with your thumb, and they do come with a blade cover so that you can cover the blades for storage, and it kind of makes them a little more safe too because those tips are quite sharp. The blades are stainless steel, and I use mine an awful lot, and I've never experienced any of my pair getting dull. And the grip is made of a soft grip rubber, which makes it very comfortable to me to have them in my hand even for an extended period of time. And in case you're curious, the overall length is 6 inches. So now let's run out into least is this chain drive extendable pole saw and pruner. And I have to tell you, I've been using this for just over a year and I really like it. This is the 3rd pole pruner that I've owned, and it's by far my favorite. So it starts off 7 feet long and then it extends 16 feet long. But the best part about it is the way it extends. So it has a double locking system. So this is how you extend it. You open a flip lock, you press the button, you extend it until you hear the internal lock click like that, and then you replace the flip lock like that. So it's double locked and it is not going anywhere. My biggest problem with the other pole pruners I've used is that they've worked more on like a friction based system to where you unscrew a little piece and then you can extend the pole and then you can tighten that piece at any point. But if you don't get it like all the way tight, which I never could get it really tight, it would collapse or extend on you when you weren't expecting it. So it just was not an effective tool. So this double locking system is so handy. So there are 2 different ways that you can cut using this pruner. The first one is by using the chain drive gear pruner, which is this right here. So what you can do is you can cut branches up to 1¼ inches diameter, and you reach up into the tree, kind of snag the branch right in here, and then you pull on the rope, which extends really far past the end of the pruner. You pull like that, it clips the branch off really easily, and that's that. You can cut larger branches using this 15-inch wood zig saw with the hooked end, which honestly in the beginning I didn't know why the hooked end was there, why it was so important, but it became quickly obvious when I had the pole pruner up in the tree cutting a large branch. This helps the saw from not falling out of your cutting groove, which, as you know, if you've ever used one of these before, if it doesn't have that, it's really hard if you lose that groove to find it again or get your blade right where you were cutting again. The pole is made of aluminum and fiberglass, which is really lightweight, and it's oval shaped, which is different than all the other pruners I've used as well. It makes it more comfortable in your hand, and it also helps prevent the pole from like bowing and flexing so much when you're using it. And like most other pruners, you can get replacement parts if you need to, like a saw or pruner blade. I do have a couple of branches that need to come down out in my garden, so let me go show you this thing in action. That's it. Those are my 3 tools that I think are really handy to have outside in the garden with you. And I just think it's so important to have the right tool for the job because it makes things more efficient, more pleasant, and you'll enjoy gardening so much more. Again, don't forget about the giveaway. Make sure to leave your comment down below, both on Facebook and on YouTube, so that you can enter to win a set of 3 of these tools. They are all so awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.